Hi, and welcome to this very first video on Microsoft Excel. Before we go anywhere, let's have a conversation about what is Excel. As you can see on this screen here, this is Excel, and I have a load of data here. Excel can hold pages and pages of data. We have lots of data here taken from a newspaper in 1914, and as you can see, it's just holding lots and lots and lots of information about local individuals. We can also use Excel as a form of calculator, allowed to take certain calculations and values, using values to come up with results that we might want to be interested in. We could use it to record our shopping, identify items that we've bought and sold, and equally allow us to analyze that data using something. These are called pivot tables, these items here. Here's another example of a calculation being undertaken, allowing us to store data. So Excel is really good at storing data and holding data. These sheets can be quite enormous, but the thing about it is it's not just good at storing data. Excel is really good at carrying out calculations on that data. So, for example, here we have the stock exchange, the FTSE 100 data coming in, a few fictitious students, expenditure that they spent, and this spreadsheet is looking at their investments and calculating how much they've got left over, how much profit or loss they've made on that. Excel is pulling in that data from the FTSE 100 website, putting that information in and keeping it up to date when we need it. So Excel is a mathematical tool. Excel is a way of collecting data and analyzing data. It's a really powerful analyzing tool, but it won't take you long to get used to working with Excel and just being able to do some nice, easy, simple things and progress quite quickly into complex, more advanced functions without even recognizing you're doing so. It's a really interesting, powerful, entertaining piece of software. And once you've got your head around it, you will thoroughly enjoy it. Anyway, in the next lesson, we're going to look at how do you get hold of Microsoft Excel. So, see you in lesson 2. Hi, and welcome to lesson 2. How do I get Excel? I've gone to Microsoft.com's website. Now, because I'm in the UK, it's taken me to the English GB site. And if you go to the Microsoft.com, it will select the site based upon your location. But the offerings are basically the same. I have two options at the top here that are of interest: Microsoft 365 and Office. Microsoft Office contains Excel. If we click on Office, it will take me to their web page, and that will give us 4 potential offers that we can go into. Let's have a look at Personal and Family. If I click on Personal and Family, it will take me to this page here. Notice it says Microsoft 365 now. That's because if we go back to the page before, Microsoft 365 contains Office. So the program we want, which is Microsoft Excel, is part of Office, and Office is part of Microsoft 365. So let's have a look at what this family and personal version has. Here we've selected for home, and we have two options here. One is to go for the family option, which costs an annual cost in the UK pounds here £79.99, or you can pay monthly and you can try it for 1 month free. There is also a personal version which is only available for one person to use at any one time. It's cheaper, again a monthly cost, no free 1 month trial. What comes with this? Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint and other programs within the Microsoft Office suite. What kind of devices will it run on? It will run on a computer, a PC, a laptop, a tablet or even your mobile phone. And what operating systems will it work on? Well, it will work quite happily with Windows, on a Mac or on an Android device. There isn't a Linux version. If we go to business, if you're running your own business, then the offer is also there. The offers are different. You get 1 month free again, but it's based upon how many users you're likely to have using the package at that time. The other options on that page was enterprise, large businesses, and education. Education is if you are a student at a school, college or university, then you might be entitled to get hold of Microsoft Office for free, depending upon your establishment and if it's contributed towards this scheme. Aside from that, those are the offerings. Now obviously, as we say, Microsoft Office costs. There is a monthly cost. And here's one of the problems with this is that it is a rolling cost, so you are paying per year. Now, there are other options available. And the nice thing is Microsoft Excel is not the first version of this piece of software. There are earlier versions and there are existing other options. The skills you're going to learn from Microsoft Excel are transferable. Basically, all spreadsheet programs will use basically the same structure, the same commands. Small things will change, but it won't take you very long to adapt from Microsoft Excel to other such spreadsheet packages. So how do you get hold of these? You simply choose the option you want, download the package and follow the instructions to install it. It's that simple. In the next lesson, we're going to look about opening Excel. See you next lesson. Hi, and welcome to the third lesson. How do I open Microsoft Excel? To start with, the simplest thing to do is to click on the Start button and look for the Microsoft Excel icon, which is this green icon with a small X. The X is obviously for the X in Excel. The icon will be the same no matter if you're on a Mac or an Android device. So to launch Excel on any device, simply look for that icon. When you see it, click and Excel will begin to open up. When you first open up Excel, it will show you a number of options. Along the top is the ability to open a new file. Some of these are tutorials that accompany Excel to help you through some of the more complex tools that are available. Or you could simply open a blank workbook. Beneath there will be a list of any programs, any Excel documents that you opened previously that the system is now aware of. You've got the Home button, which is where we are. We can go to Open. We now have the same files as we had before, and if I click Browse, I'm going to be able to search my system and it will only list XLS documents, Excel documents. I can go to New, and under New, again I've got the blank workbook, but I've got many more guides and tutorials that will help me through some of the more advanced features of Excel. For ourselves, we're just going to start with a blank workbook. That's where we're going to do our lessons from. So I'm going to simply go over the blank workbook and click. Once clicked, it will open up and you'll be introduced to your first system. You'll be introduced to your first Excel workbook. So in the next lesson, we're going to define some of the features that you can see in this workbook, including what do I mean by workbook. So see you in lesson 4.